You got to stick around. We got to talk about the Cayin MT-12n EL84 tube amplifier. Stick around. Welcome back to Thrift Shop. Today we're going to talk about tube amps. Yes, I love tube amps. I've actually had this for a long time. So, right out of the way, Cayin. You see it quite often on audiophile websites, I guess. There was a flurry of activity of Cayin amps and videos 2-3 years ago. It kind of went away. Since that time, I had tried to purchase a KT88 amp. I can't remember the model number. I was just trying to think about it. The U.S. distributor, I guess the best way, said that they were no longer carrying them. So these do have to be imported. I've been a fan of Cayin. The dongle, the RU6 dongle DAC, R2R, absolutely fell in love with it. Almost bought the RU7 here a couple months ago because I just miss my RU6 so much. But I digress. We're here about this. Cayin makes reputable tube amps. There are a few of them out of China. This happens to be one of them. I purchased this on Drop. When Drop released this, again, it has to be 3-4 years ago. And it was a good price. So this probably is the cheapest tube amplifier that you can get. And by that I mean of a higher quality brand that's manufacturing. So Cayin, they're not a fly-by-night operation. They've been in business a long time. They make great DAPs, great products. And so of the reputable Chi-Fi brands, Cayin is one of the top. You got Line Magnetic, you got Prima Luna through Upscale Audio. There's been Will Senton as a newcomer, and there's actually one that I'll be doing coming up, which is the MusicShare X7. I'm excited to talk to you about that one. So this on Drop, it's currently being relisted right now for $479. Everywhere else, you can get this for $800 to $1,000. If you go on eBay, you'll see it coming from China for $1,000, up to $870 or something. So Drop has this. I have no affiliation with them. I purchased this with my own money. I will try to put a link. No, it's not an affiliate link. I'm just telling you where you can get this for $479 if you're interested. And I'm going to tell you kind of my experiences with this amp. So initially purchased this. I have Zoo Audio Omen speakers in my main system. Purchased this, and I was like, didn't work. And Zoo Omen speakers have a higher impedance. I can't remember if it's 12 or 15 ohms. Someone sure can bloop blop it down below. And high sensitivity. So in most speaker applications, when you go higher impedance, you really don't worry too much because the impedance of the amplifier is low enough that it really doesn't matter. But with tube amps, it really does matter what your impedance of your speaker is. So I just never, the soundstage was collapsed. The frequency response was not good. I kept trying over and over and just really did not enjoy this amp. So then I thought, as most people do that have a tube amplifier, you see I'm on a tube roll. And stock, this comes with Electro-Harmonix EL84 tubes, and they are Cayin branded. You also have two, what are they, SN1 tubes and one 12AU7 tube. So the SN1s I found to be difficult to find. They're Russian tubes, Chinese tubes. There's really no equivalent in US or European tubes, so it's hard. The 12AU7, easy as pie. EL84s, really easy, but kind of still a rarity of tubes to get something that you really want. And I'm not talking about going out and get the old 1960 double O getter mica this. I'm just saying something you know, if I can talk about, you can go out and buy easily and doesn't cost you, it doesn't break the bank. So for me, I went out and I bought Mullard EL84s. I got the Gold Lion, no expense 12AU7. And I enjoy actually the gold line, but I was playing with the Zoo Audio Omen bookshelf speakers, and really was not getting enjoyment out of it even after tube rolling. So um, the uh, the tubes that I'm running right now, I'll try to show you the. So this is what came as the 6N1. I'm sorry, I got to keep remembering that. You can see it's can branded. So right now, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, is the Vokshad Rockets 6N1. Initially, again, on my Zoo Omens, it really did not sound well. And this amp, depending on what website you're on, is between 8 and 10 watts of power. So you have to have pretty high sensitivity speakers. Zoo Omens are high sensitivity again. The impedance just kind of made it not work. So I was going to give up and sell it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put it down in my second system, which is what I call my reference system. It's typically something where I keep the amplifier and I don't change. And that's why my musical fidelity has always been in here. And I've been trying to displace it over the years with something better. That's not to say that the Musical Fidelity M3SI is the best amplifier out there. It is just something from my perspective and my preferences that I find works really good. And the reason for that is, number one, clarity. It doesn't muddy up what I'm inputting. If I put a better device into it, be a DAC, whether it be a phono preamp, whether it be a phono cartridge, it tells me the difference. A lot of amplifiers want to give you a sound preference based on what they want to do. Yamaha comes to mind. The Roxana test I just had did that same thing. It's like, I don't care what flavor you want, I'm giving you the flavor that you're going to get. So number one, the amplifier for me has to have clarity. What I put in has to come right through. Second is Soundstage. So tubes, you generally speaking, have good spatial qualities, and so in this case, the Cayin number one has great clarity. So whatever I plug in, I can hear the difference. Number two, great Soundstage, holographic. It's pretty good, and it's not like, let's say, a KT88. It's not like 300B, EL80 or EL34. All those other tubes have some kind of mid-range warmth, or some ooey gooey kind of sound that tube lovers love. And yes, it's great, but the EL84 is probably the best bang for your buck to get between solid state and Class A tube. It's pretty linear. EL84s are used in a lot of guitar amplifiers. Sorry, I had to spit that out. So, a lot of the references to tube quality and tube sound go back to the guitar world. So, guitars sound great. So if you're kind of in rock and metal, this is a great kind of tube amplifier for you. And I found in this system, a reference system, and I use a variety of speakers. They're coming in and out. And everyone hates for me to say this. Yeah, yes, I do love my Pioneer HPM 100s, and I've not had any problems. But a lot of people don't like, those big box speakers. I just think it's party time when those things come on, and it's great. And I get great Soundstage from them, even though they're a large face speaker. And I also have the JBL Studio 590s. Just a quick peek, so you can see those there, and then the 590s over here. So, yeah, it's easy to bring in speakers in and out, but I try to keep things the same and just take one product into this system and hear the difference. So that's why the amplifier needs to have the clarity that I want. And this tube amplifier does it here. Again, it's impedance matching with your speakers, and it's quite amazing. Now, as far as features on this, you have a volume dial here, pretty simple. You do get you get 3 analog inputs. You don't get, and I'm not going to turn this thing around, I may take a picture of it, but you don't get 4 and 8 ohm taps on the back. You just have one set of taps. So that's why speakers, it's going to be critical what you put on here. Probably a nominal 8 ohm speaker would be best. I think the Pioneer HPMs were around 6. The JBL Studio and 590s, I can't remember, probably something similar. So it's fine. And obviously that, That's not a static thing. So you get, the selector. The knob feels good. I will say with the volume, even though this is, 8 to 10 watts, this is say 9 watts. Once I get past 50% or noon on the dial, I do start to get some distortion. And I don't know if that's a function of the amp itself or the tubes that are in here. The stock tubes, electro harmonics, are very good. Go get yourself some Voxshot rockets and put a gold lion in there, in 12 AU7, and you'll be rocking away. The sound is glorious. Hopefully I won't get a internet ban for doing this. So that was probably a little bit too loud. I moved that dial. Anyways, yeah, so great sound, great amplifier. I'm going to try to keep this short. Most of you guys only stick around for 2 to 3 minutes anyways. And type A personalities that just got to snap around and move. It does come with a nice cage in case you got kids. Power buttons on the side, which is great. It's not on the back. Great amplifier. The paint job looks nice. Sounds great. And you'll have a lot of fun with this amplifier. So I'll give you another try to... So yeah, sounds good. Hopefully that does not get me a strike on YouTube. Hopefully it was short enough. And if you enjoyed this video, all I ask is you please stick around, hit the buttons down below. Content creators like me, we buy our stuff. We're not given a lot of stuff. Occasionally things come through from some distributors, but rarely. Only got 3,000 subscribers, people. Got over 140 videos. I think I looked statistically, I have over 540,000 views, 500,000 views, and I have 3,000 subscribers. So all I ask is, if you're going to watch my videos, just please just hit the like and subscribe. Add a comment. I'm commenting back. And you just help out the channel. You help out someone who's just doing this hobby for fun. And hopefully I can make this channel grow. And as I grow, I can get bigger, better things. And I can do more giveaways and, that kind of stuff. So please like, subscribe. See you later from the thrift shop. Peace.